Hey, welcome back to another episode of Simple Truth Television. Today is February 18th, 2022. So, we're going to review my All-Star game pick, and I'm going to give out my three-point champion pick for free. And I'm going to also discuss some additional NBA final notes that I gathered. And this is just me giving out stuff for free. I usually charge for my picks, but every now and then I put out stuff for free. And I just want to apologize because the other day I made a video saying that the Penguins was going to beat the Maple Leafs. And what I failed to notice was that the Maple Leafs, they also had a winning streak. I thought the Penguins was the only team with the winning streak. The Maple Leafs, they had a six game winning streak at home. And they picked up their seventh consecutive win at home on the 17th. I thought the Penguins was going to pick up their seventh straight win on the 17th, but instead they had the Maple Leafs do it. And their next game is tomorrow on the 19th, so they could pick up their eighth straight home win tomorrow. And 19 is the eighth prime number. That's why a lot of times this stuff is tricky, and I always tell people, don't bet on these games like it's a lock, because I don't believe in that word. All this stuff. This stuff has every game is double coded, and we got to be very careful when we make our choices. So, what's going on, everybody? Thank you for joining us. So, let's get right to it. So, let me just let my people on Patreon know that we are live, so that way they can join us on the live stream. I think tomorrow's game is all about LeBron losing in his hometown of Cleveland. I think that's what the ritual is. And I think I've spoken about this already. Right now LeBron is 4-0 in the All-Star game, Team LeBron. If he loses tomorrow, he becomes 4-1. And that's a big number with not only LeBron James, but also Kobe Bryant. Tomorrow, they're introducing the Kobe Bryant Trophy to the person who wins the All-Star Game MVP. And remember, Kobe Bryant equals 41. He died at the age of 41. 41 days before Shaq's birthday and all the other 41s in his death. 41 is the 13th prime. His daughter was 13. You know what else is 41? King. As in King James. Notice King is also 23, like the number that LeBron used to wear in Cleveland, right? Since the game is in his hometown, remember that Cleveland, it sits on the 41st Meridian North, right? Another 41 connection right there. So they got the game on the 41st parallel. Mr. LeBron James is 4-0 in the All-Star game with Team LeBron, that is. And they can fall to 4-1 on the 41st parallel north. And again, this is the first year that they're introducing the Kobe Bryant Trophy. And Kobe Bryant is 41. He died at the age of 41. And, yeah, 41 was coded all over Kobe Bryant's career. His last game against the Utah Jazz, they took him out the game with exactly 4.1 seconds left on the clock. He had 60. His teammates scored 41 points that game. I mean, you guys, if you've been following the work, you know all about the 41 ritual with Kobe Bryant. But this is the article that came out on February 3rd. It says here that the NBA unveiled a redesigned Kobe Bryant Trophy, awarded to the All-Star Game's most valuable player on Thursday afternoon. The league revealed the trophy 2 weeks ahead of the NBA All-Star Game, which will take place on February 20th in Cleveland. The trophy was renamed after Bryant in the wake of his death 2 years ago. Has a base with 4 levels on top of it and was created by artist Victor Solomon. What's going on with this guy? Let's see. Maybe he has a 41 connection. So his name is 64 and 71. Let's see if I find anything with his bio. basketball designer. He's following 666 people. Is this him? Oh man, these devils are something else, man. Yeah, this is him. This is the person that designed the Kobe Bryant trophy. The guy who is following 666 people. What a joke this stuff is. So this is the Kobe Bryant trophy right here. The Kobe Bryant trophy. Of course, it has that 95 in it. Okay. So it has 24 stars, 8-sided base, 10 stars. Count on both each team starters. Okay. Okay, so this is the trophy that is going to be given out to the All-Star MVP. And, I don't see anything with this guy's name, but nonetheless, I think, tomorrow, Sunday's game is going to be a 41 ritual for sure. LeBron is 4-0. And just to I'm going to pull up that stat so you guys can see it. Let's see. Team LeBron's record at the All-Star game. Read what it says up here. Ever since James has become one of the All-Star captains, Team LeBron has gone 4-0 in the All-Star game. No reason to think James can't extend that streak. Yeah, there is a reason he can't extend that streak. It's because King is 41. So these writers, man, I'm telling you, they have this thing with they know how to confuse the readers. People think that LeBron is gonna become 5-0. So mistaken. And you know what's funny? Right now, the Team LeBron is a big favorite to win on Sunday. I think the line right now, it fell to 5.5. I think it fell to 5.5. Last time I checked. Yeah, it opened up at -6, but now it's dropping. So it looks like a lot of money is coming in on Team Durant. So the line is dropping. So this is the best bet, if you ask me. Taking the Team Durant to win money line and drop Team LeBron to 4-1 in the All-Star game. Again, King is 41, Kobe Bryant's 41. Game is on the 41st parallel north. Okay, my All-Star game. I'm looking at the 3-point contest. Now there's a lot of great shooters, but again, they're using technology, so anybody can win that, right? It really doesn't matter who has the better jump shot. I mean, the shit is rigged. I'm going with Trae Young. And for the simple fact that not only is this Gianna Bryant's favorite basketball player, we've seen a lot of Kobe Bryant rituals with this young man, but his full name is Rayford Trae Young. If you notice the gematria of his name in the reverse alphabetic order, it equals 219. Now, tomorrow is February 19th. That's exactly the way the date is written. 2/19, like 219. So how perfect for him to win a 3-point contest on 219. This is the only contestant out of all of the players that's competing for the 3-point contest that has the 219 connection, matching the date. This is the only one. I also read that there's only 2 players on that sheet that have 3-point contest experience, and that's Trae Young and Zach LaVine. So, if experience, they could put that as the narrative that, the other players didn't do as well because they didn't have any experience. Because, they always try to make these events look as legitimate as possible. We all know it's rigged, but, there's also a part of it that you have to take into account. They want it to seem realistic. And that's what I was saying with the Super Bowl. Even though it's rigged and anybody can win, it's more realistic if they have the better players who are pretty much future Hall of Famers like Aaron Donald and Odell Beckham. If you notice what happened in the Super Bowl, those were the players that stood out the most. The players with the most experience, the players who had the better numbers as well. You know, Aaron Donald, 99 days before his birthday, and Odell Beckham has the 56 gematria. You know, those players, these leagues, they honor those players more because those players have put in the work. Those are Hall of Fame players. There's a difference between a Hall of Famer and a regular player. You know, even though the games are rigged, they're not going to have a Hall of Famer be shamed by a regular player. You rarely see that. It could happen. I'm not saying it won't ever happen, but it's very rare. So Zach LaVine and Trae Young are the only two players with experience. And out of those two players, Trae Young has the 219 connection matching the date. If you bet on Trae Young right now, the price is at $4.90 for him to win the 3-point contest. Like I said, you know, there's a lot of other contestants like Fred VanVleet can win it. There's a lot of them. You know, they could give it to Patty Mills. But, you know, I'm going with the gematria on this one. Whether I'm right or wrong doesn't matter, but, you know, that's what I'm going with right now. You know, Desmond Bain, he had a big 222 ritual on February 2nd. You know, tomorrow is not the 22nd, so, you know, if tomorrow was the 22nd, then I'll be a little nervous with them as Desmond Bain because they like to do rituals around the number 22 with him. You know, he wears the number 22 and a lot more. I think I covered that the day he had, I think it was 2 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds, 222 days after his birthday. Now, this is everybody's favorite right here, Luke Kennard. He plays for the Clippers, shooting guard. Everybody's picking this guy. I doubt this guy. I don't see any numbers that stood out with him. Like I said, Zach LaVine and Trae Young are the only two players with experience. CJ McCollum, a great shooter. I don't know. Maybe I didn't see anything in his numbers. Patty Mills, he was the favorite yesterday, but now Luke Kennard is. So, Karl Anthony Towns, I didn't see anything with him. You know, his name is 220. Actually, his name is 202, like the date of the All-Star game. So, if you want to look at somebody that might win the All-Star game MVP, maybe Karl Towns to get it. His name is 202. The game is on 20/2, the All-Star game. He is the All-Star, but let me just see who's on the – because whoever gets it, it has to be on Team Durant because that's the team that I expect to win. So let's just see what's the roster for Team Durant. And look at that. Karl Anthony Towns is on that roster. So Kevin Durant is not playing. He's injured, allegedly. Joel Embiid, John Morant, they might give it to that guy. That guy's unbelievable. Jason Tatum. A lot of you like Devin Booker. I didn't see anything with Devin Booker that stood out to me, but I don't know. I'm staying away from the All-Star Game MVP. I do like this roster here to win it, though. I think this team is going to win the game and upset these players, the big favorites. You know, Antetokounmpo, DeRozan, LeBron, Curry. You know, a lot of people are going to be putting bets on Team LeBron to win it, but going to be disappointing, I'll tell you. So yeah, 4-1 on the 41st Meridian North. Let's see what happens with that. And Trae Young to win the 3-point contest. You know, a lot of you can make a lot of money if all this comes through, you know. And this, you know, we're not always right because a lot of this stuff is tricky. A lot of times they have multiple narratives for multiple players. And it's tough choosing which narrative because, again, we're on the outside looking in. We don't know what the Jesuits are up to. So all we're looking at is like, okay, look at this synchronicity. This stands out, you know. That's basically what we're doing. We're looking at how they're syncing up the players with the events, and we're trying to predict which narrative makes the most sense for that day. And, like, you know, in the Super Bowl, the narrative that made the most sense was having the LA team win in the 213 area code on 213. in my opinion. Others had different narratives, and that was what they thought made the most sense on that day. So that's what I'm saying. Even though some of us may get these games wrong, that doesn't mean that the games are legitimate. These games are still rigged. These players are still actors. They're still using technology to ensure the outcomes. This is why Steph Curry can leave the tunnel, throw the ball in the air with one try and make it. All the way from the tunnel on one try, and the ball goes in all net. If there's a video on YouTube of Marcus Smart, he shot the ball backwards. He didn't even look at the rim. He shot the ball backwards, and it went in all net. And then he did his old, 6-6 symbol right after he made it. It's just like, do you guys even play basketball? You know how hard, that's almost, I think that's impossible. Maybe you'll get lucky, maybe, but let me see. I can't play the video, obviously. It's on the NBA channel. Marcus Smart, backward shot. Is this shot right here? And I think I could play it. I don't know if sports clip. I don't want to get another. I'm not gonna play it. Just do what I did. Just go on YouTube, type in Marcus Smart backward shot. This is the shot that I'm talking about right here. He makes a backward shot without even looking from the out of bounds, and it goes in all net. That's proof that they're using technology. That is impossible on one try, and he's not the only one that does it. LeBron threw the ball one time with one hand from the other side of the court and made it all net. Steph Curry does it almost every single day, leaving the tunnel. It's so obvious, yo. It's just like, how y'all can't catch on already, man. Let's talk about the NBA Finals real quick. So, you guys already know I got the Team Durant to win, and I got Trae Young to win the three-point contest, right? Okay. Yesterday, I put out my NBA Finals pick. I like the Chicago Bulls to go to the NBA Finals 23 years after Michael Jordan did it, right? Of course, Michael Jordan wore number 23. I kept digging, and I found a lot of interesting things, right? So, one of the main things that I noticed right off the bat was that the NBA Finals, it starts on June 2nd. The day leaving 212 days in a year. Chicago Bulls is 212. Big number with them. The one thing that has me nervous, though, is that 212 is still the New York area code. So they could have a New York team in there, the Brooklyn Nets. Right? So that's what has me a little nervous. But I noticed other things as well. Being that the game is on June 2nd, that date is written 6-2 or 2/6 in other places. And 6-2 and 2/6 are like 62 and 26. Now, Michael Jordan has a strong connection to those numbers. Notice Jordan is 62 and 26, right? Of course, athlete and game are all 26. So, all these, I'm just saying, maybe all the stuff that I'm about to show you guys is coincidental, but I still have to show you guys because this is to me, this is strange that all this stuff is lining up like this in connection to the upcoming NBA Finals. So Jordan has a 62 connection like the date that the NBA Finals starts. Now notice this as well. Billy Donovan, who is the current head coach of the Chicago Bulls, his name is 62, just like Phil Jackson. And what are the odds that his name matches Phil Jackson's name? Phil Jackson was the coach who led the Chicago Bulls to the NBA Finals with Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen and Dennis Rodman and them. So the last time the Bulls went to the finals, they went with Phil Jackson as their head coach. And this year they can go with Billy Donovan. And both of those head coaches have a connection through gematria. And both of their names equal 62, just like Jordan. Just like how the NBA Finals starts on June 2nd. On the day leaving 212 days in a year. I mean, these are a lot of coincidences that I want you guys who are watching this video to understand that we are not picking a team out of thin air. We are using stuff that makes sense. Doesn't this make sense? Now, maybe the Milwaukee Bucks go to the NBA Finals. But my question is, why is all this stuff lining up like this? I don't know. So Billy Donovan, he'll be 57 years old when the NBA Finals starts. Of course, 57 is associated with championship because championship in gematria equals 131. When you write out 57 as a word, it equals 131. Right now, he has 23 postseason losses as well. And notice the Bulls on their 59th game of the season, they paid tribute to Michael Jordan and became 23-8 at home because Michael Jordan equals 238. Something that they do every single year. Last year, both the Wizards and the Bulls became 5-9 at home on Michael Jordan's birthday. And that's because the name Michael Jordan equals 59. So I'm thinking, like, how perfect would it be for the Bulls to go back to the NBA Finals 23 years after Jordan did it, and while he's 59, and we all know that number 59 is a very important number to Michael Jordan because his name is 59. So, these are all possible narratives. You don't have to take my word for it. Just, I'm just relaying the research. Now, the star player for the Bulls is not Michael Jordan. This time it's DeMar DeRozan, and I spoke about this yesterday. The NBA Finals will be played 66 days before his birthday. And, of course, Bulls is 66. The Chicago Bulls franchise was founded in 1966. The other star player is Zach LaVine. And the NBA Finals is on his 85th day of his age. Of course, basketball is 85. But going back to the 62, if you remember the documentary The Last Dance, this came out right after the pandemic. And it came out 62 days after Michael Jordan's birthday. Just to show you guys how that number is important to Michael Jordan. They do a lot of rituals with that number. The first episode, it came out on April 19th, 2020. Michael Jordan born, yesterday was his birthday, right? In the year 63. The episode came out 62 days after his birthday. And again, Jordan is 62, just like Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson and Billy Donovan both have 62 gematria. I think, and look at this. What was this? What was the first? Yeah, this was the last episode. The last episode aired on May 17th. A day with 62 numerology. And of course, that 98 season when the Bulls won the championship, they won 62 games in that season. They finished 62-20. That was Jordan's 6th championship. Right? So yeah. And let me show you something about The Last Dance. That's just this is proof right here that they're using gematria to script even documentaries. Like, they're not coming up with these names. Excuse me. They're not just coming up with these names. These names have a connection through the numbers. And look, The Last Dance is also 212. So maybe this is the Chicago Bulls' last dance. Maybe that's what that documentary was telling us. But you see the gematria of The Last Dance and Chicago Bulls? It's the same in 3 out of the 4 ciphers. Again, this year, the NBA Finals starts on a day leaving 212 days in a year. So I don't know. Maybe all the stuff that I'm showing you guys is all misleading and coincidental, maybe. But again, when I see stuff like this that match up like this, and that matches the date of the event, in this case, the NBA Finals on 6/2. This is why I feel real confident on the Bulls going to the finals. But we'll see. Some other additional notes that I have. Michael Jordan's birthday, it fell on a day with 61-25 numerology this year. The finals is 61-25. And again, Michael Jordan equals 59 in gematria, and he just turned 59 that day. Also, the Chicago Bulls owner is a guy named Jerry Reinsdorf. His name is 85. He's currently 85 years old. And remember, basketball equals 85. So his franchise could win the NBA title or go to the NBA Finals while he's 85, a special number, 85. Remember, the NBA Finals starts on Zach LaVine's 85th day of his age. I was looking at this as a possible narrative. Think about if the Golden State Warriors go to the NBA Finals. Think about Steve Kerr playing his old team. That's a possible narrative. I don't know. Because the thing is, the NBA Finals starts on the 153rd day of the year. And that means that day is LeBron's 154th day of his age. And we know how 154 connects with LeBron. So I don't know who's going. There's a lot of teams that could go from the West. Like the Lakers have a narrative through LeBron. Steve Kerr could play his old team. A lot of people like Memphis to go. So I don't know. I'm staying away from the Western Conference. So for right now, maybe during the playoffs I'll see something and then I'll put it up on Patreon. But for right now, this is the only thing you guys are getting for free. I mean, you guys are getting a lot. You're getting the All-Star game pick, you're getting the 3-point contest pick, and you're getting my NBA Finals pick. Maybe all three of them are going to be wrong. Who knows, right? But again, this is free, and it's costing you nothing. And if you want to gamble on it, it's your own decision. Visit my blog, and you tell me, does this make enough sense for you to put money on? That's it. I'm not obligating anybody to take my advice on who to bet on. A lot of you lose on your own, so why not lose with some information? Just my take on this. So, again, that's it. I think I've covered everything. So, and if I find anything else, I'll definitely update this blog post, right? So all these picks that I gave out today, I have all of them have great odds. Team Durant are underdogs. The price is at negative plus 290. I forgot what it was. Actually, it's 190 now. It actually fell. It was actually at plus 220 early in the morning, but right now the price is at plus 190. The Trae Young pick, he's at plus 490. If you parlay those two picks like I did, you should make a lot of money. And the Chicago Bulls to reach the NBA Finals, I think that's a plus 1,500. So maybe you could parlay all three of them. Who knows? Let me see if that works. And let me show you. Look, I actually I placed this bet on my own. So I'm not just telling you guys to bet on the pick and I'm not betting on it. I bet on this myself. So I'll show you right here. I'll show you my ticket. You see? I did a 2-leg parlay. I took Trae Young to win the 3-point contest, and I took Team Durant to win the All-Star game. I put $40, and if they come through, I'll make $680. Now, let's see if I can parlay the NBA Eastern Conference with that. Actually, you can. Look at that. You could parlay all three of them. If you was to parlay all three of the picks that I gave out today, a $23 bet will make you almost $7,000. So, I don't know. You got $20 you guys want to, throw away? Because you never know. We could lose, we could win, but you just never know. What happens if all three of them come through? You are $7,000 richer. A lot of you spend $20 on bullshit anyway, like Doritos. So that's it. So Goku LeBron says, "Am I blocked? You're not blocked. I unblocked you. As long as you're respectful, you can stay on here." So J. Ross says that 200 days from the 3-point contest to Trae Young's birthday, Rayford. It's 213 days after his birthday? Really? I mean, I must have missed that. Because that would make a lot of sense because his name is 213, right? But I can't, there's no way I missed that. His birthday is 9/19. It's 153 days after his birthday. Or 212 days to his upcoming birthday. Oh, if you include the end date, it is 213. Ooh, his name. Wow. See what I mean? See, this is what I was saying about Jay Ross. A lot of you think that because he had the Bengals, that guy's a very smart man. So look at that. You know, Trey Young's full name is 213 and 219. And on 219, 213 days before his birthday, he could win the 3-point contest. So this is a great candidate, you know. And like we just saw, if you put $20 on these 3 picks, you can make $7,000. I mean, what is $20, yo? Is $20 enough for you guys to come on my videos and disrespect me? Like, I'm giving you guys picks that you can make almost $7,000 with. And the only thing you have to invest is $10, $20. Even if you put $10, you're making almost $3,500. You guys don't have $10 that you can just spare? So I don't know, man. Maybe, you know what it is? A lot of you take my advice and then go and put $1,000 on it. And then when you lose, you're upset. You should be upset at yourself, first of all. Because you don't have to put $1,000 on picks. That's not the smart thing to do. You could put $10 and make $3,500. There's always tomorrow. But that's a great observation, J. Ross. Thanks a lot for that. I didn't include the end date. I should have did that. Yeah, so look at that. It's 213 days before his birthday. And he could win it on 219. So again, I think Trey means 3. It doesn't Trey. How a guy named Trey is not gonna win a 3-point contest? Come on. So thank you, J. Ross. I don't think Steph Curry is in the 3-point contest though. But I think you mean on the All-Star game is the All-Star game is on a day with 64 numerology, and Stephen Curry is 64. Maybe he wins it. Who knows? Somebody says, "Where do you bet at?" I use FanDuel. I'm in New York City, so we use FanDuel here. You can use Bovada. You can use Caesars Sportsbook. It's a bunch of them. My man Rose in the building. What's going on? Yeah, like Trey means 3. How a guy named Trey is not gonna win the NBA 3-point contest? Look, Trey in basketball, a shot scoring 3 points. I don't know, man. A guy named Trey is not gonna win the 3-point contest. That's hard to believe. So Gabriel, you like Team LeBron? Yeah, I mean, go if you want you want to take Team LeBron, go ahead. I mean, Team LeBron could be 5-0, but 41 is the king number, and they plan on the 41st Meridian North. So you like the decode on the Bulls? Yeah, I like the Bulls as well. I mean, I like how Billy Donovan and Phil Jackson have that numerical connection. Yeah, I did notice that the Rams won with 23 points, 43 combined points. GOAT is 43. I was wondering if maybe that's what that whole ritual was also indication of the NBA Finals. Because we haven't seen a real big Jordan tribute in the NBA Finals in a long time. I don't think I've ever seen one. Besides the time that he used to play in the NBA, we've seen a lot of Kobe Bryant tributes. We've seen tributes to other players, but never really seen a Michael Jordan tribute. Guy's 59 right now. Oh, so Team Durant is 153. Yeah, but it's 153 days on the 19th. So here we the All Star game is on Sunday, not tomorrow. Somebody says the Rams and Bengals score was the date of the Tiger Woods crash. What the hell was that? What was that about? Tiger Woods crash. You know what I think? I think I see what you're saying. February is 0. February is 223. So I don't think they write out the month 02 or 20. No. But I just think the final score of the Super Bowl, I think that's indication of something taking place in the year 2023, next year. I think that's what they was trying to communicate to us. Someone says, does Donovan Mitchell have any connection to Billy Donovan? I think the only connection they have is the name Donovan. I mean, and also, think of Utah. That was a team that Jordan won his sixth championship against. Also, that was the team that Kobe Bryant scored 60 points on. His final game was against Utah. Utah is that'll be the ultimate tribute though. The Bulls versus Utah in the NBA Finals, right? But there's other possibilities as well. Steve Kerr used to play for the Bulls. They could have the Warriors in there. They could have the Utah Jazz in there. And they could also have King James in there on his 154th day of his age. King James is 154. He signed with the Lakers for $154 million, remember? So, I don't know. The Western Conference is tough, yo. Richard, you know what's funny, Richard? I was thinking about that. I was like, you imagine if the Rams repeat and go to Super Bowl 57? Rams is 57. Next year's Super Bowl is on a 57 date numerology. This year's Super Bowl is on a 57 date numerology. So you imagine the first repeat in football history? That could happen. I was thinking about that. I don't know. I mean, that's a little too obvious, but they like to do the obvious a lot of times. So, but yeah, I was just talking about that. I'm like, yo, you imagine the Rams go back to the Super Bowl, to Super Bowl 57, and Rams is 57? I don't know. So look up the Utah Jazz coach. So Quinn Snyder. He's 55 right now, not 56. So he's turning 56 later in the year. He's in the 56-year life though. Born in the year 66. Same year that the Bulls were founded. His name is 56. I think that's what you meant. Yeah, a lot of these Jesuit pawns have the 56 connection. See something. 10:30. The NBA is finals is on his 200. Oh, he was born on a day leaving 62 days in a year, which is interesting. That's that 62 again. I won't doubt it. They had the Utah Jazz. I mean, if they have the Utah Jazz play the Bulls in the NBA Finals, and you guys still don't wake up, well, not the people watching this video, but I'm just talking about the people who are refusing to embrace this information. Like, The Bulls play the Utah Jazz, yo. I mean, just look at what they did with the NFL. They had the home team win the Super Bowl 2 years in a row. I mean, what are the odds? That has never happened before in history, and it happened 2 years in a row. And both of the quarterbacks that did it were in their first season with the team. Like the possibility of that happening twice in a row is just like. And don't sleep on Phoenix, you know. Chris Paul still hasn't won a championship. You know, that team is pretty hot, you know, unless somebody, and you know, they always find a way to injure Chris Paul. You guys see how the Suns are 26-5 at home? You know, 266. Aisha's Hamanon Salvatore, 266. So let me see Suns schedule. They play the Pelicans, so I don't know. Would the Pelicans upset the Suns? Who knows? Anything is possible. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who's going for the West right now. I mean, I'm not gonna say any names because I don't know. Yeah, I think the Bulls versus the Jazz is a little too obvious. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to call obvious. I mean, if the LA team in the 213 area code winning the Super Bowl in 213 and the first touchdown was number 21 versus number 3, that wasn't obvious. I don't think people are ever gonna wake up because these people love to mock people. Like they love to mock the fans. Like how is this not obvious? On 213 in the 213 area code, they had number 21 guarding number 3 to score the first touchdown of the Super Bowl in the 213 area code. And they had Snoop Dogg in there at the halftime show, the guy who used to have the 213 crew on the anniversary of the Tupac All Eyes on Me album coming out. Remember, he died 213 days after his album came out, All Eyes on Me, in a drive-by shooting, which equals 213. I don't expect the fans to know that part about all this, but I mean, stuff like this is going over their heads. Like, you got number 21 guarding number 3 on February 13th in the 213 area code. I think even if you tell the fans this, they'll be like, "Oh, you're a conspiracy theorist." Like, how is this a conspiracy? This is a fact. Like, look at it. You got think that's organic? And this was the first touchdown of the game. So I don't know what to call obvious because this is obvious to us, but maybe not to the sheep. You know. Hmm. And then you know, Joe Burrow throws for 263 yards, the 56 prime number in Super Bowl 56. Yeah, I know. They'll say something like, "Oh, that's just a coincidence, man. Stop looking at you looking at it too deep." Yeah. Somebody says the Chicago has the 312 area code. Oh, wow. The reflection of the Super Bowl date. Oh my goodness, that is really interesting. Hmm. Chicago, Illinois area code is 312. I mean, that goes to show you how they connect these leagues, yo. This stuff is all connected, yo. It's crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. We got people trolling. Popeye the Sailor Man. You want to call us up and tell us why you disagree with the research, all the stuff that we're showing? Oh, so shout out to Alex J. He's from Chicago, and he just confirmed that Chicago's area code is the 312, which is the reflection of 213, like how the Super Bowl was on 213. And you know the Rams did win with 23 points. Oh man. Yeah, Trey Young. Yeah, his name equals 126, just like Gianna Bryant. Shout out to my daughter who's in the chat. Oh, that's a great point. So Mr. Algorithm says 213. They could have the 213 versus the 312 area codes. Can you imagine that? That would be perfect. Yeah, because the thing that I fear about LeBron is that this is what I fear about LeBron. Look, this is what I fear about LeBron James. The four-time NBA MVP announced Sunday night that he has agreed to a 4-year, $154 million contract with the Lakers. So he signs this $154 million with the Lakers. You guys should know that King James is 154. Right? King James is 154. The NBA Finals will be on his 154th day of his age. So you don't own always like I don't care that Anthony Davis is injured right now. I don't that doesn't the games are rigged, anything can happen. But the Lakers are a pretty bad team. It's just hard for me to grasp them beating a Phoenix Suns or but again, you know, they could always fake injuries and have some unbelievable things happen in the playoffs where this player is not active or this player has coronavirus and this player can't play because he kicked somebody in the nuts. So he's suspended 2 games. They do a whole lot of stuff. But, you know, the 154 is what I fear with LeBron. And this is why I don't know who's going to represent the Western Conference. Because they could have King James in there. They could have Steve Kerr play his old team. They could have the Utah Jazz. You know, that's what I'm saying. I don't know, man. Like, the West is so difficult, you know. Then, well, and that's if the Bulls go. I mean, we're just assuming that the Bulls are going to go. But and, you know, Memphis is playing great basketball as well. Phoenix is playing great basketball. But you just think about how all 4 of these teams have a narrative, right? Chris Paul hasn't won a championship. I doubt it. I doubt he ever gets one because they like to shame Chris Paul. You know, think about that season he was supposed to join Kobe Bryant, and for some reason he ended up with the Clippers. You know, they don't want Chris Paul to win those championships. He would have did it by now. Warriors have that Steve Kerr riddle right there. You know, Utah, LA is not. They currently not in the playoffs, but you know I do expect them to climb back up. It's a possibility the Lakers don't even make the playoffs. To be honest, they could. I mean, they could make the play-in though. But again, I don't remember the last time a 9 seed or a 10 seed or 8 seed. I mean, I don't know, man. That 154 is what has me nervous about LeBron. The NBA Finals, June 2nd, 154 days after his birthday. And like the guy said on the chat, you know, they could that is very interesting. 213 area code versus the 312 reflections. They like that. Yeah. Yeah. How old is Chris Paul, by the way? He's 36 years old. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If Chris Paul doesn't win this year, I mean, his career is almost done. I mean, if not this year, then when? He got so close last year and didn't do it. Yeah, so we'll end it there. Have a great weekend, everybody. Oh, you want to call in? Sure, we could have. We'll take some calls. Just pin the phone number. You guys can see it. Yeah, so the number is 646-986-0958. If you look at the chat room, you'll see it pinned. Yes, sir. What's going on, bro?
Hold on. Yeah, I gotta point it out to everybody listening because we were talking about this yesterday. I know you don't buy it, but I'm gonna put it out there. So we had in 1999, the LA Rams won the Super Bowl, right? In 1999 is when we lost when Michael Jordan retired, and we had the NBA lockout season. Now, for your narrative of you never seen an A seed go to the finals, well, 1999 we had the New York Knicks, who was the A seed, play against the San Antonio Spurs in the finals, and we could see that with King James. King James could be the A seed, and history can repeat itself, just like we just had the Rams win the Super Bowl. So, what do you think about that?
Okay, well, how are they gonna? Well, it's rigged. I get it, but it's just I watched the Lakers play, and it's just like they don't have. They don't have any.
They're terrible.
Yeah, they're just a bad team. They don't have that championship look to them.
They sure don't. I just wanted to bring that out there with the A seed. I honestly think, I've been on the Sixers and the Warriors. Now, what you give the great decode for the Bulls, now it really makes you scratch your head like, damn, that's some good stuff right there. But what if we did see the Bulls and the Warriors, and it's perfectly set up. You got Steve Kerr going against his old team, or you could do the Bulls versus Jazz, because Utah Jazz has Michael Jordan's 113 number. You got Quinn Snyder, who equals 56. That's what I meant. He equals 56. I'm on the 56ers. It's going to be 56ers in the finals. So I think those are other similarities that can happen.
Okay, who you think besides the Lakers could go against the Bulls if the Bulls do go?
I mean, for it to be interesting, I mean, it probably will be the Warriors and the Bulls, but Jazz, nobody will see the Jazz and the Bulls in the final. And, this could be giving a tribute to Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert because, they pretty much the one who ended the league. They shut the league down last year. So.
And also think about Steve Kerr was in that cover of The Last Dance.
He definitely was with his hands up.
So.
And like I always tell, like I said to you also, you got the Warriors playing San Francisco now. This is really technically the 76 NBA season. And, you saw how the 76 was playing with San Francisco in the playoffs. So don't be shocked if we have the Warriors who actually play in San Francisco right now, playing in the NBA Finals for the 76 NBA season.
Somebody just pointed out how a ram is actually a bull.
Yeah, so many similarities with that Rams and Bulls.
Yeah.
But that decode you did definitely got me scratching my head with Chicago. I do need to see Lonzo come back and Caruso come back. I know Levine's supposed to be coming back. So talent-wise, they got it. We just got to see, like, okay.
And they have the magnet. They have the magnet full open for this guy, DeRozan.
Oh yeah, DeRozan guy. He's magnet central. You know what I mean? So he's definitely probably gonna make first team All NBA. But I want to see, honestly, I want to see the pieces come together. I need to see somebody from the Bucks get injured. I need to see one of these contenders get injured because I don't see the Bulls beating the Bucks in a 7-game series. I need to see somebody get knocked, somebody get injured, so the narrative can fit.
Mm-hmm.
But hey man,
And technically, they don't have to play the Bucks. They can end up playing somebody else and have somebody else eliminate the Bucks, because that's what they do every year. Because again, they do, even though the games are rigged, they do make it seem like it's realistic. That's why when LeBron won the championship, you guys saw all the good teams being eliminated, so LeBron didn't have to face them. You know? So these are all great observations. A ram is a bull. You're absolutely right. And yep. Well, it's a type of bull, but there are still two different types of animals. But I see what you're saying though. Hello.
Hey Arthur, just giving you a call. Watching your current live stream. I was watching freaking Hubbard the other day, man, and I was just thinking, who's telling the truth, and man, I like your content way better than his bullshit. Like I was subscribed to his Patreon for such a long time, and he never told you outright who's gonna win these games. He'd say he'd make decodes for you know, for both teams for every single game. And then at the end of the game, he'd be like, oh, I chose that team. Oh, I chose that team. He would never admit to his mistakes. And, I think you're more of a man than he is. And you call spades spades, and he's full of fucking shit.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't want to even say that guy's name out of my mouth anymore.
It's like like that guy has like the most fucking punchable face. I just want to beat him over the head with a fucking baseball bat, dude. Like you got no fucking idea, bro. Like I swear, like I don't know how people fucking follow that douchebag anymore, man. I really don't. Like I really don't know how people are so stupid and they fucking white knight and suck his dick on the fucking chats and stuff, like in his live streams. Like what the fuck is wrong with you people, man?
Yeah,
But yeah,
if you watch my last video, I already addressed that. Cause yeah, I just don't want to make every video about that guy.
no, I totally hear you, man. But dude, I wish you would decode more. Like I love watching your YouTubes and stuff like that, man. Like I've been looking to follow somebody. Like I follow Derek's stuff, but he only posts like maybe like once a week. He has those super streams, but like I wish you would like create more content on YouTube and your Patreon just to watch. I want like a new sheriff in Gematria Town. Like Zach posts videos like every hour. Like he
But
just pretty
what
much
would you
does
like
it.
for me to cover? Cause I covered a lot. I do cover a lot. I make a lot of videos.
Yeah, I know you cover a lot, but like um,
I
you
covered
cover like a
Tyrese's mother.
yeah. That's good stuff. But like more like I was thinking like what's going on in the mainstream. Like I mean that is all mainstream stuff. Don't get me wrong, but like stuff like what's going on in Canada, all that bullshit, and just some stuff that Hubbard would cover.
You follow
But like,
Shakosi Truth?
yeah, I do. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
he
Yeah,
covers
he does. Yeah.
he looks at the CNN website and he covers almost all the headlines and he does like 4 hour streams. So
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna start tuning into him more. I think I have him subscribed, but I haven't seen his videos pop up in my notifications in a while, so I'll have to go check him out for sure. Well, that's cool, man. I appreciate everything that you do, and you fucking keep it real, man. Real, recognize real. So keep on the great work, bro.
I appreciate you and thank you for the call.
Have a good one.
Yep. Oh man. Yep. So the line is open if anybody wants to call in. The number is 646-986-0958. Yeah, what I try to do is I try to talk about, the celebrity deaths. A lot of people like the sports. When I put out a video on sports, that gets the most views. So a lot of people like that stuff. But I like to focus on stuff like this because this was really important when people are sacrificing their own mom. You know, Priscilla Gibson, she died at the age of 75, and just look at the gematria of her name. She died from coronavirus on February 14th. On 14/2. From coronavirus. 46 days after her son's birthday. We know what that is. Yep. So these devils are definitely getting exposed, you know. Um, I just like to take a break from all these satanic rituals and try to get you guys paid. You know, I do try to get you guys winnings. When I get a pick wrong, it's not my intent. I want you guys to win. It makes me look good and it gets you guys paid. Why would I want to give out a bad pick? Think about that. It's never my intentions, yo. Hello,
Yo,
what's going on?
what's up, man? This is Gabe.
Hey, Gabe. How you doing?
Good, good. Let me turn this thing off, man. But yeah, man, this shit is crazy. I like your Bulls deco, bro. I'm really feeling that.
Yeah, let me go to it. Matter of fact, yeah, what you like about it? What's the one thing that you like the most about it?
Well, the thing is, I mean, like, what Rams? I mean, I had to look at it. I had to like go back and look at your decos on what you were talking about, but I don't know. I just wanted to bring up like stuff that's pretty relevant on what the people that are sleeping on. I brought this up to your attention before about the Spurs, uh, Greg Popovich picking up his 13-18 win with 666 losses. So this stuff is like crazy it's undeniable for people to miss this type of stuff, man. So
Yep.
yeah, man. I just wanted to bring that up.
13:18 is a passage from the Bible, correct?
Yeah, it's Revelation 13:18.
Yeah.
You want me to read that out to you?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Feel free. Yeah.
So I did this decode with another person, and it was like insane when they beat the Golden State Warriors, which Golden State is 122 and all that. So they fell. What is it? They fell 12-2 at home. Or also Satanic's 122. So 13:18 it says, "Here's wisdom. Let him hath understanding. Count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666." So Greg Popovich, he hit 13:18 with 666 losses at
It's crazy.
yeah.
So let me just repeat that so people can understand. So the Spurs they improved to 13-18 for the season, and he stayed on 666 losses for his career.
That should wake anybody up right there, bro. That should wake anybody up. His next birthday at that time, which his birthday, I think it's 128. I'm great with coach birthdays and everything. His next birthday was 55 days, which is Satan for 55. So the Warriors fell 12-2 at home. Satanic 122, Golden State 122. The Church of Satan was formed in San Francisco, which Anton LaVey, I think his birthday or his death anniversary, I think it was his birthday, was 36 days from that day. And 36, 666 is the 36, what is it, the prime? But it's just crazy the way they do this stuff, man. And I really like your Bulls decode. I was against it with the Rams. I thought the Bengals were going to win because a lot of stuff that they're doing with Tom Brady and Joe Burrow at the time. But that's what they do, man. They do all this tricky stuff, and I don't know, man. I like your Bulls decode this time, bro.
Appreciate
and
that.
I've talked to you before. I'm pretty sure you know who I am.
Your voice is familiar, but it's been a while though. You haven't called in a while.
Nah, I hit you up on the social media.
Yeah, Instagram. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know who you are now. Yep.
Yeah. I tell you about the decodes and everything.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I was against your Rams decode, bro. I thought Bengals were gonna make it. So
Well, it was close. I mean,
yeah, we can't be perfect all the time, but it happens, man. It happens. But I like your Bulls decode. I think they can make it happen. Before you even brought it up, I was thinking about them because the Bulls, the Rams, this and that. So I like them, man. I like I'll call back once I listen to your Bulls decode again, and see what's going on with that, man.
I know that. I'll wait for your call. Appreciate that.
All right, brother.
Hello?
Yo,
Yes.
what's up, Arthur? How you doing?
I'm good, man. Thank you for the call.
Yeah, man. Hey, I just want to call in, man. Just say, hey, I support you, brother, man. You keep doing what you're doing, man. I support the work, man, for reals.
I appreciate that.
Yep.
You got anything on your mind?
Well, I do have something to share. I got a death to share today that just happened today.
Okay, let's look at it. Let's look at it.
Yeah, it's not sports related. It's more politics related. I can get into it right now, real quick.
So what's the name of the person?
His name is Jim Hagedorn. It's spelled Hagedorn.
Dead at 59.
Yeah, he died at 59, and his name equals 59. And notice he died on he died on Michael Jordan's birthday on 17/2. And remember, Admirum de Glorum equals 172. Michael Jordan equals 59. Just turned 59. And again, don't forget Freemasonry 59. And
Pope Francis.
Yeah, Pope Francis is 59. Mason is 17. Don't forget Freemasonry was created in 1717 by the Jesuits. Yes, and that was 59 years later. You get the founding of America in 1776, and 59 to 17th prime. He took office, 139 weeks after. He died 139 weeks after taking office. 38th prime, Minnesota 38.
Say that slowly. He died how many days after taking office?
He died 139 weeks exactly.
Which is the 34th prime.
No, that's the 38th prime.
139.
Yeah, 139. 30th prime.
Well, no. The 30th prime is 113.
No. I said 139 is the 38th prime.
No. The 38th prime is 163.
Is it? Oh, it's 163. All right, my bad.
Yeah, 139 is the 34th prime.
Okay, yeah. My bad on that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that, but
how many? So he died. So he died 139 weeks after taking office, or 163?
Yeah. Isn't Freemasonry 139?
Yeah, Freemasonry is 139. That's also the 34th prime.
Okay, yeah. Okay,
we don't murder.
That's my bad. But he shares the same birthday as Barack Obama. August 4th. He also shares the same birthday of what's her name in Chicago, Lori Lightfoot. She's born August 4th, and that's interesting. His name equals 163 as well. So
the governor of Minnesota, big 38 town.
Yep. And George Floyd died in the corner of 38th Street, if I'm not mistaken.
Absolutely. Well, yeah. Yep. And then
what was it?
Well, I think it was 33rd Street. And then
no. They said the rioting started on 33rd.
Yeah, you're right.
He died on 38th.
Yeah. You're on point.
Yeah. So and death equals 218. They announced his death today on 2/18, like 218, and Holy Roman Empire, it's 218, and they announced his death on a 42 date numerology, Jesuit, Freemason 42, DC 42. He died. They announced his death on his 199th day of his age.
The 46th
sacrifice
prime.
The 46th prime, and Catholic 46. So sacrifice, and
And the word kill is 59 as well.
And Jewish, and Jewish gematria is 50. Yeah. So
great work. I appreciate. You did the full decode already. I don't have to do much.
Yeah. Again, I was just checking over. I know you guys have your differences. I was checking over Zach's work, and I was like, man, I got to add to some of this, man. But again, I support both you guys, man. Whatever differences you guys have, man,
again, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't know what gematria was, man. So I know you guys have your differences and stuff, and I hope you guys can work that out. Whatever that is,
I
man.
mean, there's
But,
no differences. It's just like if I attack you and disrespect you,
yeah,
is that having a difference with you, or that's just me not respecting you?
yeah, it's just.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can see, Zach, he does have an ego, man. I do see that.
Yeah, but I don't
But
really want to talk about that guy. I really appreciate this decode though. I'll definitely
no, I
post
don't want to.
everything.
I don't want to stir up anything. I just called in the decode and tell you that tell you my this latest death, and I want to tell you, you do great work, man. So keep it up, man.
So just one more thing. He died from cancer, or did he die from COVID?
He died from. They say he died from kidney cancer or something like that. Something to do with kidney, something like that.
Because according to CNN, it says here that he was battling kidney cancer, but
he got vaccinated. They said he got his vaccine and then he just died.
Yeah, but it says that he got vaccinated and he still tested positive for COVID-19.
Yeah, it said that somewhere in the article. Let me see. I have it right here. Hold on. Yeah, it says. Yeah, he says.
Because I noticed his name is 142, like coronavirus.
Yep. And you just saw the huge death with Tyrese's mom, who died on 14/2, which was on Valentine's Day.
Oh my gosh! And he called her his sweet Valentine.
Yeah, I seen that, man. I'm like, man, how do people not see that these people are getting sacrificed? And then, Baby Boy, he's known for his no small movie is Baby Boy. It equals 27 and 72. Like she went in the hospital on the 38th day of the year, and then she dies on the 38th numerology. I mean, come on.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
And then the Scarlett Johansson too. I've seen. You probably know about that one. The Scarlett Johansson. What is it? The Amazon Alexa, the commercial they did for Super Bowl. Yeah.
I thought I posted on Instagram. She was like, she's gonna fake her death on March 8th.
Yeah, and it's like, come on, man.
It's in your face.
Yeah, it's right. And then she's doing the one eye symbolism, and I noticed in the commercials what they say. Oh, nice eye patch, honey. It's like, yeah, just showing more, just giving a little reference to the Knights Templar too. Don't forget the Knights Templar, Jesuits, same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, it's so obvious, man. Man,
it's obvious. I don't think it's obvious. It's obvious to us because we are awake. But this is. How can something this obvious be ignored?
Yeah, I mean, well, that commercial was obvious, bro. I mean, come on, March 8th. Why would you pick? I mean, you could pick any other day, but you got to pick March 8th, 3/8.
Well, what about if you don't know the symbolism of 38?
Yeah, true. There's some people who don't. Most people don't know that shit. You try to show them that, and they're like, "Oh, it's a coincidence, man."
Yeah, like the cover of the movie Murder by Numbers is a coincidence.
Murder by Numbers, yeah. And she was 38 when she made that movie, and her name equals 83. Come on, man. And you got the retards, come here and troll. They just, gematria is stupid. It's like, how is gematria stupid? You know what I mean?
It's math.
Yeah, it's math. It's simple mathematics. All you're doing is adding, But, yeah.
Well, I appreciate you, though, man.
All righty, man. I'll let you go, man. I'll let other people get on because I know other people want to talk. But I just want to say, great work, man. Keep it up, man. Appreciate it.
Likewise. All
righty, brother. You have a good one.
You too. Shout out to all the people in the chat. If anybody else wants to call in, feel free. Otherwise, probably can end it. If you're just joining us, this video is just I was giving out my All-Star game pick, 3 points, my 3-point champion. We like Team Durant to upset Team LeBron. We picked Trae Young to win the 3-point contest, and I also gave out some additional notes for free on the NBA Finals. The NBA Finals is not until June 2nd. So if you visit my blog, all those notes are up there. And yeah, so the All-Star game will be played on Sunday. The 3-point contest will be played tomorrow. We also noticed that if you parlay all 3 of those picks with just a $10 bet, you're gonna make at least $3,500. And $10 is not a lot, Yeah, that guy has been following he's been following the work a long time. I mean, I could tell he knows a lot of things that your common truth seeker don't know. So he's definitely not new to the community. Yeah. Tomorrow will be the anniversary of Pop Smoke's death. I'm definitely gonna cover that. Pop Smoke died at the age of 20 on the 50th day of the year. The name Bashar Jackson equals 229, the 50th prime number. He died on 50 Cent's 229th day of his age. 50 Cent produces the album, which came out 50 weeks after Pop Smoke's birthday. So, yeah, tomorrow we'll cover on the 2-year anniversary of Pop Smoke. Tomorrow is also 24 days after the death of Kobe Bryant. Well, the anniversary, that is. Right? So, Trae Young, Gianna Bryant's favorite player, could win it 24 days after the death anniversary. You lying? That can't be true. Somebody says in golf yesterday, the leaders were a guy named Scotty and Jordan. What the hell? I gotta look at that. Hello?
Yo, what's up? It's J Ross, brother.
What's going on, J. Rose? I think this is the first time you ever called us.
It is, yeah. How you doing, man?
Good, man. Nice to meet you. What's going on?
You too. Just want to call in real quick, but I just want to say congrats on your Super Bowl pick. Well done, brother.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Yeah, I just want to.
Hello?
Johnson.
Say that again, because we lost you.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, about there's a documentary coming out. It's about the rise of the Lakers dynasty involving the Lakers and Magic Johnson, who got the 56 connection.
Tell us about it.
Yeah, and it comes out. What I noticed was it comes out March 6th. It comes out 89 days before the start of the finals. King James equals 89. Now it's called Winning Time: The Rise of the Lakers Dynasty. That equals 179, and as we know, 179 is the 41st prime number. LA equals 41. Kobe Bryant equals 41. And I was just thinking, if we see the Lakers, win 41 games this season, with that documentary that's coming out, and it's about Magic Johnson, who got the 56 connection. I mean, I'm just, throwing it out there. I just thought that was interesting.
Yeah. And how you feel about that 154 with King James? The finals being on his 154th day of his age.
Yeah, that's insane. And then it's 15 weeks and 4 days from the Super Bowl 56.
Yeah, I mean, if the Lakers pull it through this year, I mean, I don't know, man.
They suck, but it's all rigged anyway. So they can easily flip the switch.
Yeah, they could have players go down, fake injuries and stuff. Yeah, you're right.
And now the other team that got the 154 connection is the Brooklyn Nets. That's the only thing. But I do like you on the Bulls though. That's very good.
Yeah, I like how Billy Donovan has that connection with Phil Jackson, right?
And then all about Michael Jordan this year, and if the Lakers do go, you know what I mean? It's that ties in with LeBron and Jordan, because that debate how that goes.
Yeah, and somebody in the chat was talking about Mr. Algorithm was saying how they could have the 213 versus the 312 area codes in the finals.
Yes, sir. But yeah, that's basically what I wanted to call, and I just want to shout you out for showing some love. It's all love over here.
Thanks a lot, brother. I appreciate you. Keep up the great work as well.
I appreciate you, and I'm with you on a Trae Young, brother. That once I seen that birthday too.
That's a great thing. I forgot to include the end date. I'm like, what? Yeah. It's 213 days before his birthday, man.
When he has the 213 and a 219 connection, that's insane. That got a hit.
That got a hit, right? The guy name is Trae Young. Trae.
Yep.
Come on.
And now, on my page, I did give out some All-Star MVPs. You do. I don't. I'm not picking a winner for that. I'm basically going for the MVP because we got some good odds there. But I see if Team Durant wins, Joel Embiid, because it is 20 from the All-Star game until his upcoming birthday is 24 days. We know about Kobe, number 24, the Kobe MVP. So I can see Joel Embiid winning on Team Durant.
Okay.
24 days. And now if Team LeBron was to win, DeMar DeRozan taking the MVP. I can see DeRozan winning it.
Well, you think he wins you go to the finals and win? I mean, Well, possible.
Yeah, it's
But
just
the
you know what
thing
I mean.
is that 41 is strong with King James, you know, and they bringing
Yes.
out the Kobe Bryant Trophy this year. Kobe Bryant
Now
41.
we don't know if LeBron's a captain next year, but I did know there's the All Star games in Utah next year. Utah got that 50
Oh,
connection.
it is. It is.
Yes, sir.
That's a little scary now.
That's why LeBron's probably going to be the captain, but we don't know for sure. That's why I didn't give out a pick because that 50 plays with Utah.
It does. Ah, yeah. Well, let's see.
You do your own work, bro. You're a beast at this. You're one of the guys I follow and recommend. You're very humble and respectful, and I appreciate that. And I'm just gonna keep doing my thing. I just wanted to call in and share a little bit what I got.
Thanks a lot, brother. Have a good one.
You have a great day, brother.
You too.
Take care.
Yeah, he makes a great point about the All Star game being in Utah next year. Damn. And that is the 2023 All Star game. Damn. I'm a little nervous now, man. Thank you, Ross, for making me nervous. Because, Utah is 50, He could be 5-0 going into Utah. Utah is also 14, though. But, the thing is, Team LeBron, it is also 42. So if he loses the next two, he'll be 4-2. But Utah is 50. They do play. That plays a lot. I don't know. Now I'm a little. Hey, whatever, man. It's just 41 is just that number with King James, though. So you can also take the points. Take the points with Team Durant. No. I mean that you don't. This is why I want to tell you guys something. You don't have to agree with me. I just don't like it when I get haters that say stuff like, I bet you're going to be wrong, or I can't wait for you to be wrong. You see, those are the people that annoy me because those people, they just hate and they don't provide any evidence for why they disagree with me. It's just like leave my channel, man. But, you're making a case for why Team LeBron could win tomorrow. And your decode makes a lot of sense. They could become 5-0. Next year they play in Utah, the All-Star game. And they could be 5-0 in Utah. Utah is 50. So, but I just think Team LeBron is 42, like LeBron James. So if they lose 2 games, the next 2 All-Star games, they'll be 4-2. I don't know. So, but I appreciate everybody. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I don't want to make this stream too long because then people really won't watch it. You have a good night, everybody. Good luck tomorrow. And I'll take one more call before we end it. Hello?
Hi, yeah, is Simple True?
Yes, what's going on?
Hey, brother, I want to make sure you confirmed yesterday's leaderboard was Jordan Spieth and Scotty Scheffler was the leaderboard on the golf.
Okay.
Yesterday. Yeah, I don't know if you officially confirmed it or not. I don't know if I was behind the live chat or not.
No, I haven't. Let me just see.
Yeah, so the funny thing is, it was Michael Jordan's birthday that day. And then on Sunday is Charles Barkley's birthday. And then in full reduction, both of their names equate to 59. And they're both 59. They turned the age 59 as well.
Okay, so how do I find what you're telling me about?
Which one are you trying to find?
The where it says that Jordan and Scotty were the top of the leaderboards.
You could just Google Genesis leaderboard, the golf leaderboard, first round, because mind you, the first round was the official day of Michael Jordan's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And so it just happened to be a coincidence
that on his birthday,
that
Okay.
Jordan and Scotty are both on the leaderboard on top.
Okay, so what I'm seeing is a guy named Joaquin Neiman.
Yeah,
Cameron.
he was in third place.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It says he's at the top, number one. Then Cameron Young, Justin Thomas, Adam Scott. Okay, so I see a guy named Jordan Spieth. Is that
Yep.
that's who you're
Yep.
talking about? Yeah,
Jordan Speed, but they were the leaderboard on round one, and I think they both had minus 6. They were 6 under par, just like 6 championships that Michael Jordan won. Like, it was like, really, no one can see this.
And the other guy you're talking about is Scott Piercy.
Scotty Scheffler.
Scotty Scheffler. I don't see
Yeah.
him. I don't see him up here.
Yeah, he's a Florida native. So
I see him, but he dropped. He looks like he dropped down. But
he probably dropped down. Yeah,
yeah.
but I think
when you saw it, him, Scotty, and the guy named Jordan were at the top.
Yeah, when they both finished, they were both on top of the leaderboard.
On Michael Jordan's birthday. Like, yo.
On Michael Jordan's birthday.
Like, come on, man.
It's like, really? You got to be kidding me.
Oh my gosh.
But I would like to put this on your radar. The number 44. That's been coming up in a lot of sports. Take, for example, the Super Bowl was on the 44th day. The first time ever in history 2 4 seeds played. So there goes your 44 again.
Mm-hmm.
And then an additional, there was some talk how Dr. Dre had a song called, what's it called? When it's like ring to not that. It was about an earthquake. I forgot the specific name of the rap song. But he also had a rapper, two rappers during the halftime show that were both deaf. They weren't able to hear. Mm-hmm. And if you were to do the full reduction of both of those rappers' name, they both equate to 44. And so what I've been researching is that the significance of 44, and that with gematria, you don't know who's a real true speaker or who's not a true speaker. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's hard.
So Zachary Hubbard. He has great stuff, but sometimes I feel like he's playing both sides. Do you know what I mean?
Yep, I know exactly.
Like and there's only a few that I really follow. I mean, that girl Kayla was. I don't know if you saw her recent pick. She talked about how North Carolina was 18-7, and then on 18 and they were
on Michael Jordan's birthday. They became 18-8.
Yes, exactly.
His name is 188, like greatest of all time.
Exactly. Yep, just like the GOAT. 188 days after the GOAT's birthday, Tom Brady's. I mean, and I told people prior to the game, I was like, so Pitt's gonna lose, and they were like, "You're crazy. They're a 13.5-point underdog." And I'm like, yeah, but it correlates with Michael Jordan's birthday. So I would just take the points with it and you'll be fine. And then they end up winning, of course. So, but yeah, I would like for you to perhaps look on the number 44 and see if this were to come up in your research. I find it very fascinating that I keep finding it in many of the sports rituals that they obviously have in front of us. So, I would imagine that a 4th seed could win the NBA championship this year. Everyone's leaning towards the 76ers or the Bulls or, the Lakers and the Warriors being in there. But I also have a feeling about the Dallas Mavericks and how they have to, do a ritual with Luka, and perhaps where he has to dethrone LeBron James in some way.
Okay.
More of that shaming ritual is what they do. So, but my golf prediction for this tournament would be Tony Finau, who equals 42 in gematria, and we obviously know what that correlates to in February. Yep. So, but I just wanted to let you share my thoughts. I'll let other callers come in, but I appreciate your work.
Appreciate it, and thank you so much.
Take care, brother.
You
Bye.
too. So just to close it out, so the other caller called in about the governor of Minnesota. Minnesota's 38, by the way. The governor of Minnesota, he assumed office on January 3rd, 2019. Look at this, yo. This is mockery, man. He died yesterday on February 17th, 2022. Exactly on the nose. Exactly 163 weeks after taking office, he dies. And that's the 38th prime number. Of course, death is 38s, and murder and killing and RIP and but Minnesota is 38 in the most pure cipher. Jesus Christ. Hello?
Hey Arthur, how's it going?
What's going on?
Not much, man. I saw an interesting alignment tomorrow that I wanted to tell you about. It's Yale versus Princeton. I noticed that Princeton has 1,108 losses, and we know how Yale has that 9/11 connection, and it's also their 127th season. So I just thought it was fitting that they could give Princeton that 1,109th loss in their 127th season. So just wanted to add that.
Appreciate that.
Yep. Have a great night, man. Thank you.
You too. Thanks a lot, man. So, yeah, so going back to Jim Hagedorn, he assumed office on January 3rd, 2019, dies exactly 163 weeks later from kidney cancer or something like that. We all know what really happened to this man. But, you know, the thing with that is not only is 163 the 38th prime, and that connects to death, murder, and killing, RIP, but he happens to be the representative of Minnesota. That one city that equals 38. And like the caller said, George Floyd, who was supposed to be killed in Minnesota, was killed on 38th Street. You know, this stuff is undeniable, and this is why I don't stop talking about celebrity deaths, because this is truly more important than the sports. So I just wanted to put that in there. Somebody says, Richard says LeBron is going to retire at 42. Wouldn't that be a mockery? You know, he lost to the Pacers by 42 points. That was the biggest loss of his career. So I guess we can end it there. It's about to be 11 o'clock. Got to wake up early tomorrow. Good luck tomorrow. Just, you know, be aware that, you know, next year the All-Star game is in Utah, and the team LeBron could become 5-0. But I'm going with the underdog. You know, it is what it is. I'm going with the underdog. Atachi says that George Floyd's son is named Mason. What a joke. So good night, everybody, and thank you for joining us, man. I appreciate everybody. Thank you to the callers. Thank you to the people who are active in the chat. I appreciate and love every single one of you. So good luck tomorrow, and go Trae Young. You know, Trae Young on 219.